Okay, I want to make another video on talk specifically about Dr. Slump because last time I talked about the 8, well, in the video that I said 7, then later on I count it's 8. Manga, anime, J drama combined together, like these pop J Japanese media that is made from manga. So, and then I need to talk about Dr. Slump. Oh, this bear is it's just like it's my bear. Yeah, yeah, like it's my favorite bear. Anyway, so uh, anyway, so yeah, I had it for many years. So, so okay, what was oh right? So Dr. Slump. So she yes, Arare, she never hits people. She's really oblivious. The first chapter I read it. No, the one I think the 1980 version, because later on in like 1996, 7, 8 around that time, they made a new version. Yeah, to with a lot of fillers and stuff. Yeah, so to match with the cartoon, the anime. So, but it's pretty bad. It's very bad. I know, like maybe 3-year-old will like it. Yeah. Like I was in grade 5 when I read it. I read the 1980 version, and then later on when I'm like in high school, or when I already graduated from high school, I know I miss it, and I know I think throughout I try to search up, and I always see the later version. Anyways, now going to so going to the storyline. So she the first chapter of course is that she is born, which she is not born. Dr. Slump is making is kind of like making it, connecting these wires, and and then on top of this robot body that's like obvious of metals and and wires and everything, there's a head. It's a teenage girl's head with purple hair. Yeah, Alale have purple hair. Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm so bored. I'm so bored because this head is been there forever and ever. And yeah, this head is also he just happened to make the head first, and then this head, really is really bored. Yeah, she should have make it holistically instead of complete the whole head. And then so she's like, oh, I'm so bored. And then he's like, okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost yeah, which it might be like a very long time, many days. And then finally he's like, okay, this is done. And then he and then he made the body look human, look like a human, which according to later on they explain this body does not have a belly button. And she's very sensitive about it. She's like, oh, what? There's something that all my classmate has, but I don't have. When me and the girls are in the change room, and then Dr. Slump is like having a panic. He's like, oh, I don't know. In all of these like porns, they always make certain parts like very blur. Not only blur, they kind of like put like a blob of like square. And he's like, I don't know. And then he tried to research his. He made a machine that can be able to see through clothes to go out, and then just happen there's this girl is riding a bike. All he sees is a bike. Because the thing can only see through clothes, but then it's a bike. The bike is metal. Yeah. So he's very stressed. She's like, oh my god. And then she's like, there's something everybody else had in the change room. I don't have that. And he's like, yeah, I'm working on. And then he just couldn't figure out. And then finally she's like, yeah, why does everybody else have a belly button and I don't have? Anyway, so but anyways, that's not the point. Yeah, so after when he finally finished making her, so and then brings her out, and then they went to a restaurant. Yeah, because he's hungry. And then they ask her, oh, they're like, oh, who is this? They're like, how come you suddenly have a daughter? And then he's like, she's not my daughter, she's my sister, she's my younger sister. And they're like, oh, how come you all of a sudden have a sister? And he's like, yeah, she come to visit. Yeah, she lives here now. Anyway, so they're like, oh, what, and then and then he ordered, and then they're like, what do you want to eat? And she's like, I want to drink gas, and then people are like, oh, what? And then he's like, actually, she's not hungry. And then so I think other people they're like, I know they're like, oh, and then there was some tough guys on the other table saying, oh, look, I'm so tough, look, I'm so tough. And then she's like, oh, I how about this? And then she pulls her head up because it's not scary at all, it's very cartoon because she's a robot, right? Yeah. So she's like, how's that? And then she's just like very neutral. Oh, and then they're like, oh my, that's horrifying. And then she's like, okay, anyways, let me just plug my head back. And then she just looked perfectly normal. Yeah, cause it just all connected. Yeah, cause it inside it's mechanics. So it's not like it's mechanics. There's nothing bloody. There's absolutely nothing bloody. Yeah, and then when she sees anything, yeah, she keep on saying, like when she sees a person, she's like, oh, are you like, I know she would say all sort of things like, like, this look like a, I know, like a hamburger, that person look like an animal, that person. And then he discovered, she is nearsighted. And then he's like, that is fine, I'm gonna go get her some glasses. And anyway, so after he finished the meal, he's taking her back home, and I'm not sure if she got her glasses or not, I forgot. And then she's just, oh yay, like outside. And then she's just running, and then there was a street for cars to drive in front of it, but she's unaware of it. So she just run. She was running, and then there was this car come, and then she and the car crashed into each other. And then Dr. Slum's like, oh my god, what happened? And then there was some sort of explosion. And then Dr. Slump went, and then this guy in the car is like completely smoky. And then climb out of the car. The car is completely like it's crashed. And then she was wearing an overall. That's not why I like to wear overall. I just like to wear overall. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, overalls are cute. Overalls are comfortable. Yeah, you can bend when you wear overalls with no problem when you tie your shoelaces. It's very convenient. Anyway, and then you see her glasses. Oh, I think in the beginning, he when they went out went out for a walk, he went back home and got her glasses because she sees everything very blurred. And then and then she is looking down. Her glass is gone because her glasses is knocked off by this car. And then she's tying her overall, and she's like, like this car, you know, I know, yeah, my overall bump into the car. Yeah, let me tie my over. Yeah, because and she's of course completely fine. Yeah, this car is completely crushed. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, there's other story. For example, there was once there's this martial art person. Yeah, probably back then at that time there's a lot of not real martial art person. They're like, oh, I know martial art. Anyway, so this person's like, okay, he took it. This took like around 10 pages. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm stacking I'm stacking some these bricks. I'm stacking bricks. Ah, ah, and he, and then finally he breaks all the bricks. And then she's like, oh, that's let me try this. So she just it just took like 1 page. Yeah, she just hit the earth, and then he just hit the ground, and then a zoom out of the earth. This earth is cracked in half. Looks like a pie chart. And then it was earthquake. And then there's like a huge gap on the, and then she's like, oh okay, okay, yeah, because she's unaware, right? Yeah, and then there's just like a lot of things. Oh, and then there's one about Superman too. Yeah, so there is one called salty egg Superman. So every time he when there's a crime, he will run into the closest telephone booth and change, and then he will place a skateboard on the floor, and then he will like he would kind of face down on skateboard. His body is weight is on skateboard, and then he uses it's kind of like surfing but on the ground. He uses to to go to go to the place where this robbery. Actually, in the 1980 version of this comic book, that in the the first chapter is Adelaide. The second chapter is the little chubby angel called Aka, which that Dr. Slump decide to made a time machine. So I think this might be inspired by Doraemon, this manga. Yeah, anyways, so Dr. Slump took Alip to time machine, and they went to ancient times with a lot of dinosaurs and stuff. And then Alip found this egg. She's like, oh, this is such a giant egg. It looks so cute. What's this? And then he's like, no, it might be a dinosaur egg. And then she's like, okay, and then they're like and then for some reason they decide to bring it back. Nowadays Dr. Slump don't really want to do that because a dinosaur can come out. But then he's like, maybe who knows, and then or wait, maybe they're running away from dinosaurs, and then in the end they just have to bring this egg back. It's a giant egg. It's like around like I know, like around like 2-3 meter tall, like height. This giant egg. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like the eggs you find in grocery stores. Anyway, so they bring it back, and then it never, it's just always stays the same. Nothing ever happened. And then Alice like, oh, I like just waiting next to the egg forever, and just observing this egg. Why is it that nothing is happening? After she waited forever. Yeah, and Dr. Slump's also like, like I know why is this egg like nothing is happening. And then finally, this egg, something come out of this egg, starts to crack, and then come out. It's a little angel. Her hairstyle is like a little like Shirley Temple. And then yeah, when Shirley Temple is little, like when she's like filming movie, like a little, and then but it's with yeah, this little angel with dotty little eyes. I know, looks like a baby that's like around half-year old, or smaller, like a few month old, the size of a few month old baby with Shirley Temple hair and dotty little eyes. And then little, little bumblebee have these two things on their head, and then this little angel looking thing, this baby, I think she's so adorable, or he. They never figure out if it's a she or a he. Yeah, have these little thingy on her head, like the bumblebees. Yeah, and then with a little wing on her back, little angel wing on her. Oh, look, a little like Cupid. Yeah, yeah, and then and then Akka have a tendency of eating everything. Yeah, she eats everything, and she never ever grow up. She always stays the same. Yeah, and then she can fly around. Anyways, so one day there was this robbery. Yeah, they were robbing a bank. They held some people hostage, and then Alale and Aka was just happening to be in the bank for some reason, and then they're holding them hostage, and then this salty egg Superman is on his way on the skateboard, kind of face down, laying on. I'm not sure how to say, kind of laying, but with back facing the sky, and then like surfing, like on the floor, like towards the robbery. And then there was like policeman's like, put your gun down. Yeah, and this robbery is like holding Aka, which is the little angel looking baby, like holding it hostage with gun pointing at it. Yeah, they call it, but it's out of love, because they don't know if it's a she or he. It's so adorable. They're used to it. They're used to this adorable baby like flying around. It's like a very normal thing. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, nothing in this manga is normal. So this robbery looks like very like very big and bulky, and with like looks like a robbery basically, and cover his face or something. I know. And it's pointing a gun at Aka's head, and the other hand like like very violently like hold on to Aka, like trying to threaten, I'm gonna kill this baby. And then the police like, put your gun down. Okay, we will not shoot. And then the police like, oh, actually maybe it's fine. And then the robbery look, what happened? And then when he sees Aka was chewing on the gun, she he it already swallowed some. It's nothing difficult. This adorable little inch. Aka was just like, yeah, her he's got like, it's got like dotty little eyes, like kind of doesn't have too much expression, but you don't think there's anything wrong. You think it's very adorable, and it never talks either. Yeah, so it's just like just eating. It's not creepy. It's kind of like, I know, it's kind of like despair. Despair don't have any expression. Do you think it's creepy? Yeah. So yeah, Aka was just kind of eating, like kind of focusing on eating this gun, like just eating it. And then the robbery is like, oh my god, that's horrifying. And then in no time, Aka swallowed the whole gun. And then I don't think Aka eats people or live thing. It eats table, it eats guns, it eats trees. Oh, tree is alive. And anyways, it eats, I know, just tires. It eats, oh, you give it like a bowl of food. It eats the bowl along with the rice. Yeah, it eats the door, it eats the bed, it eats the shelf, it eats the yeah. So it's just like eating the gun, like kind of, yum. Yep, eat. And then now the robber, you have no gun in his hand. And then the police like, oh, now we can arrest him. Yeah. And then the robbery kind of goes crazy and stuff. And then the salty egg Superman finally arrives. He jumps out of his skateboard. He jumps up because before his body is very close to the floor, parallel and very close to the floor on the skateboard. Now he finally jumps up. He's saying his script, and then he discovered that the police already arrested this criminal, this robbery. And then every and all the people watching is leaving too. They're like, oh, okay, everything's fine now. And then so that's the end of that chapter. So yeah, so like there was all sort of stories. So that's the kind of book, the kind of manga, the 1980 version of Dr. Slump is like, it's very, yeah, like there are so many. Oh yeah, so Dr. Slump, you see, he's like, have like a mustache all over his face, like not like a very sexy mustache. It's like some sticks out here, some sticks out there, like kind of very chubby, and then like a chubby, like in a bad way. Kind of look, and then his hair like very messy. He never brushes his hair or anything. Yeah, look like a 40-year-old or something, but he's actually only 25. And then he likes this teacher forever, and she's very beautiful and sexy. And then you're not sure if she's blonde or she's, I think later on the anime made it like light green hair. She could be, she could be just like a light hair. It can be any hair color. Yeah. Anyway, so and she's very beautiful. He forever likes her. And then I think near like around two-thirds of the volumes, there's many volumes. There's many books. One volume is one book, right? There's around like two-thirds of this entire set of volumes that he finally married her. Yeah, it was just like very, very random. Like out of the blue, they just she's like, oh, like she always seems so sleepy. And then the book that Ali picked up, she dropped it. yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So all of a sudden, they bump into each other, and then she looks very sleepy, and as always. And then he's like, oh, and then for some reason they just got married. Yeah. There isn't any like intimacy scenes or anything like. It's just like very very cartoony. It's just out of the blue. They just got married. There's no wedding or any. And then like everybody's like just very jolly, and then so much more going on with like all the characters. Including there was one day that there was like there was a alien from Fly Planet. Like he came to he came to Earth, and then he looks very round with these zigzag costume on him. And then he's like, why is everybody so ugly? And then there's a pile of poo on the floor, and then I don't know why she really likes to play with poo. So whenever she sees poo, she just wants to play with it, because she's a robot, so she cannot smell or any. She just thinks this yellow mushy thing is like very 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 fun to play with. So I think Dr. Slump and Ale and Aka was taking a walk and bump into and then see this outer space thingy like drop onto to the floor, like it seems like a spaceship sort of. And then they're like, oh, like a spaceship. And then this alien from a fly planet came. And then he's like, oh, why are humans so ugly? And then they were talking. I forgot what they were talking about. Some minor stuff. And then Ali was like, oh, next to there's a poo. And then she's about to take like a wooden stick and to poke the poo. And then he's like, oh my god, poo's so yummy. And then he went and grabs it before she does, because she's not in a rush or anything. And then he start eating it, and then Dr. Slump's like, oh my god, you're so gross. And then Dr. Slump's like, I need to go home right now. And then Ale's just like very very confused, like, oh, okay, what's wrong? Yeah, I guess I've never seen a person eating poop. Yeah, and then Aka's always like flying next to them. Yeah, it's kind of like when you play these 3D online game, you can have a pet that like always flies, like on the top next corner of your head. They're very round and then very cute. Yeah, so Aka's always like flying there. Yeah, and then so because of that, um uh uh like and then Dr. Slump was actually on the last chapter, no, on the previous chapter, invented a machine which looked like a gun, can make something very big into something very small. So he was pointing at this alien from fly planet, made it in very small, and then it become like a very normal fly. And then so they went home. I think they invited the fly man to home. No, they did not invite. They just happened to like he's roaming. I know they end up and then he accidentally, I think Ale, like, or was it Aka, like accidentally press on the gun looking machine. And then this flyman was sitting in front of it, and then the flyman turns into a normal fly, and then and then Dr. Slump's wife, which is this teacher, is in the kitchen preparing food, so she's unaware of it. And then Dr. Slump is unaware of it because he's out. And then Ale was doesn't have common sense because she's a robot, so she was like, oh, where did that person go? And then also Aka never speaks. You just are not sure that if she always have the mentality of like a 1 month old baby. Yeah. So she's not very aware of it either. So no one is aware. They're like, oh, where's the fly man? And then and and then Dr. Slump's wife, which is the teacher, she came out and she's like, there's a fly in the room. Oh my god! Yeah, all the woman hates fly. Maybe the author just got married and he discovered her wife hates fly, which all the girls hate flies. That's why he wrote that. I'm just assuming. I don't really know, or he just think it's funny. And then she went to get get a fly slap. Yeah, we have fly slaps. Yeah, in China there's always fly slaps too because there's flies everywhere. So she just like start aiming at the fly and just trying to slap it here and there. And then this fly is just flying around, running for its life. It's from the perspective of the fly. This fly is like, oh my god, like dodge. Oh my god, another wave, dodge. Oh, there's a window. Oh my god, it's glass. And then this fireman's just like, what? It was disastrous. And then finally, Dr. Slump, accidentally, this flyman, finally find a chance to subtly be on the table before getting slapped. The Dr. Slump, oh, why is it doesn't look like an ordinary fly. So he took a magnifying glass. Oh, and then this gun that can make things big and small. So he's like, oh, there's another button can make things back to big again. So he aimed at this little flyman, and then clicked, and then this flyman come back to like normal size. And then Dr. Slum's like, maybe we shouldn't always hit flies. And then I know. I think it's because there was once like Dr. Slum himself accidentally shrink into that size and happened to have like a flying machine on. And then he also get to experience this. Yeah, his wife is using like trying to fly, and then he's just like and then and then finally, I forgot how he become big again, which is normal size, and he's like, I'm never ever gonna hit a fly ever again. And then so yes, and then after like a few years, yeah, or two years, his wife give birth to a baby. I think they just skip to the part that like a baby is born. And then so one day like Arare is in the baby pushing the baby cart, and then with Aka flying on the side, and I think the whole family, or is it just those two? Or the wife, the teacher too. I think they're going out to I don't know, walk, hiking or something. Just walk in nature. Doesn't have a lot of trees, but there's a lot of hills and stuff, and then a lot of hills and maybe small plants and stuff. Yeah, just not like a jungle, like more like yeah, yeah, there are some small bushes and stuff. And then and then so I think because they were distracted by something, so they were looking away, and then this baby start to kind of crawling away. And then when they went back, oh, where's the baby? And then close by there was an alien family. Yeah, this alien family, I think oh, it was a different, the alien family appeared very later on. Yeah, so there were some aliens. They arrived at Earth, but no one noticed. Oh, I think they were seeing something on the sky, so they went to look. That's why they got distracted. I think that's why. And then these aliens, they're like, oh, like they accidentally, kill the baby. So they're like, oh my god, and then they get the baby. They're like, we're gonna rescue the baby. So they end up rescuing the baby, and then the baby is alive again because they rescue the baby. I know they take it back into their ship, because when their ship land, and what there's nothing bloody. It's just like I know they just see like a baby there, just look very normal. They're like, oh my god, we hit a baby. And then they pick up the baby. Oh, the baby is not breathing. And they're like, okay, we're gonna heal it. And then they took it onto the spaceship. And then it seems like they're doing like some surgery, or some, not exactly surgery, like kind of like a building a robot. Yeah, but it's still the same baby. Yeah, it's still yeah. Anyways, so the baby looks exactly the same, but it's alive again. And then they put the baby back onto the floor, and then the baby and then they fly off, because they want to land somewhere else, I think. Yeah, later the alien family is a different family. So yeah, so they just left. And then these three did not find. Like, and then by the time Aka already, like, this little angel baby thingy already duplicated itself to two of them. Oh yeah, because like it seems like he it starts to showing herself and become an egg again, and then people, and then they're like, oh, it's finally gonna grow up. It's finally gonna because it never grows. It's always looked like a baby. And then when the egg cracked again, they're like just waiting to see how this baby is gonna grow up to now, and then it came out exactly the same, and they're like, oh, it's exactly the same, and then the second one that looks exactly the same came out of the egg, and they're like, oh, it duplicates itself. Yeah. So they're like little flying little pets, sort of. Not exactly, because they don't, you don't, you can't, they don't really cling on to you. They don't really, I know, it looks like these pets that when you're playing 3D online game, there's this little round cute thingy that can fly, look like a little fluffy animal that can fly. Yeah, it look like that. It's like very cute, but then it doesn't always like stay in the same place. It just does its own thing. Anyways, and eat tables and stuff, and sometimes eat walls too. Yeah. Sometimes there's a hole on the wall because eat. And anyway, and then Oh, what happens? Oh, so they went back with there's now two aka, and then there's the main character Arare, and there's the wife, the teacher, and then they went back. They're like, oh, the baby is in the cart again. So they went back home, and then for some reason, as they're arguing or talking or eating, this cup just start to flow. This bowl start to flow. I know this thing. They're like, it is my superpower. No, it was no, it's my. I have superpower. I have. And then they start using their palm to like this cup. And then this cup really flies, and that's the teacher, the wife is like, I have superpower, and then the dog is so, no, I really think I'm very intelligent, so really think I have superpower. Okay, let me try. I point this finger at this book, or this plate, or this whatever. It's more like it's not like a round thing. Sort of, I forgot what it is, or something. These I know what. Yeah, and he's like pointing his finger at it to make it move, and then moved, and he's like, you see, I have super. And then all of a sudden they discover the baby is using the finger. So they're like, oh my god, how did this baby have superpower? And then later on, I forgot if the baby can talk or not. I forgot, and then so yeah, and then so they went so one day later on, they went out, they were taking a walk. Okay, or they're going somewhere, I don't know, they're just roaming around. It seems like they don't need money to live. It seems like none of the character in this manga need money to, they just happen to be able to live. They never think about it. Yeah, like it seems like money never exists, so I don't really know why the bank is. Yeah, but there is a bank too. Anyway, so there was this person said that he have superpower, and then he used his hand to as they're out there, and then there's this blob just starts to fly, and then he's like, see, I got superpower, and then this baby just point at a very big mountain far away, point at it and lift his finger, and this whole mountain just lifts by like 20 meters, or 30 or 100 meters, and then this guy just like, just these cartoony eye pop out, just like very shocked, like cartoony, like in Bugs Bunny and stuff, or in Jerry and Tom and Jerry, sometimes the cat will be anyway. And then this baby, like they just, oh, look, I did this. Yeah, yo, that's yeah, I let me do. Yeah, so basically that is what the book Dr. Slump 1980 version is like. So so that's a glimpse of it. End of story. End of my storytelling. Period. Dot. End of sentence.